Indians should really thank Mr. Narendra Modi. They should really thank him because he has added a new dimension to the Prime Minister's chair. He has given us some new ideas about choosing future Prime Ministers. Earlier, we evaluated, we assessed. Our evaluation and assessment of any Prime Minister, even now, all the previous Prime Ministers, our assessment and evaluation based on 3 points: honesty versus corruption, whether they were honest or not, whether they were corrupt or not, their moral character, and their performance, efficiency, and administration, their policy decisions, domestic and international. All the prime ministers in the world are evaluated on these points, on these criteria. So, all our previous prime ministers are also evaluated. Our assessment is always along these lines. For example, the worst critic of Nehru, the worst critic. What is the criticism? They criticize Nehru on 2 points, either his stand on Kashmir, his Kashmir policy, or his moral character. Nishikant Dubey was saying in Parliament. Whether it is true or not, that's a different thing. We are not going into the veracity of the allegations, but these were the 2 points: moral character and his Kashmir policy. The worst charge against Indira Gandhi: emergency, imposition of emergency. Whether she was right or wrong, that's a different thing, but emergency is the one point on which people criticize Indira Gandhi. The charge against Rajiv Gandhi: Bofors scam. Whether he was really guilty or not, I'm not going into that. That was the charge at that time. So all the previous prime ministers, they are judged on character, performance, and efficiency, and corruption or honesty or whatever it is. Now we have got a new point. Mr. Narendra Modi has given Indians a new point to think about. Now we feel that prime ministers must be educated. Uneducated prime ministers are a disgrace, disaster for the nation. This is the first time we are feeling. We never felt earlier. When we were choosing Nehru, when we were choosing Indira Gandhi, when we were choosing Lal Bahadur Shastri, when we were choosing Morarji Desai, when we were choosing Charan Singh, when we were choosing I.K. Gujral, when we were choosing Manmohan Singh, this point did not enter into our heads. We always thought whether they are good administrators, whether they have vision, whether they have direction, whether they will make good policy decisions, and whether they are honest, and whether they have good character. No one really bothered about the basic level of education of a prime minister till now. And now we feel a prime minister must be educated, because uneducated prime minister is a disgrace and a disaster for the nation. This is the first time Mr. Modi has given us this idea. Mr. Modi has put this new idea into the Indians' head. Earlier we did not have this thing. If we consider the academic level, the academic brilliance, the level of education, the intellectual level, then in that case, Dr. Manmohan Singh occupies the highest, topmost position. But no one is comparing Manmohan Singh with VP Singh or VP Singh with Nehru or Nehru with Rajiv Gandhi. No one is comparing. No one is comparing. But this is the first time we understand that basic level of education is an essential feature, is an essential point to be considered while choosing a prime minister. And an uneducated prime minister is a disgrace and a disaster. This is the first time we are feeling. Nowhere in the world, not only in India, nowhere in the world, when we are criticizing, say, Trump, no one is going into his academic background. When we are criticizing Israeli prime minister, or even those who are supporting Israel, if you are criticizing the Iranian leaders, no one is going into their level of education. People are criticizing on what they are doing. But in India, people are not, of course, they are talking about what the prime minister is doing, about Epstein files, about prime minister cares fund, everything is there. But in addition, people are now realizing that choosing an uneducated prime minister is a disaster, and we must always choose a prime minister with a minimum level of education. This is the first time Indians are feeling. So he has introduced a new idea, an idea that did not exist in Indians, an idea that did not exist in people till now. Mr. Modi has given them something new to think about. Once bitten, twice shy. We are now bitten. This is the first time. We are bitten once, and in future we will be twice shy. We will at least ensure that we always choose an educated prime minister. For instance, the worst charges against Lalu Prasad Yadav with limited formal education, although he is a brilliant administrator and a very perfect and astute politician and a very good administrator, but his formal level of education is limited. Even no one is talking on these points. The worst critic of Lalu Prasad Yadav will say either about his fodder scam and other corruption issues, or about his law and order Jungle Raj. Although those who are saying Jungle Raj during the time of Lalu Prasad Yadav, now the crime rate in Bihar is 4 times. Crime rate in Bihar is 4 times. But that Jumla will continue, Jungle Raj. Because Jungle Raj, Double Engine and Ghuspaitiya, beyond these 3 terms, the BJP vocabulary fails. BJP vocabulary fails beyond these 3 terms. Ghuspaitiya, Double Engine and Jungle Raj. And they don't know anything else. But anyhow, no one really checked his level of education. No one is going to compare his level of education with some other chief minister's level of education. No one is comparing the level of education of, say, Telangana with the level of education of Maharashtra chief minister. No one is going to compare the level of education of Kerala chief minister with the level of education of, say, Haryana chief minister. No one is bothered about the basic education level. But Prime Minister Modi has put this new idea into our heads that we must also consider the basic level of education before we choose our leaders, because an uneducated prime minister is a disaster and also a disgrace. This is the first time we are realizing. And for making us realize this, for introducing a new realization among the Indian people, we must really thank Mr. Modi. He is also known by other names. Sometimes people call him Mr. Surrender, sometimes people call him Mr. Cylinder, whatever it is. But this is a new idea he has put into our heads. So we really thank Mr. Modi for giving us this new idea.